I'm putting microphone on now.
Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. What is it? May 10th, bro. Things are
Right.
happening out there. So happy Wednesday. We're going to be talking to you guys about, how to get funding and credit repair, how to get access to other people's money and use it to create generational wealth. Our business is growing. Things are changing. It's just getting exciting. The couple things I want you guys all to know is like what we do is first, it's all about credit. It always comes back down to credit. So we do credit repair, but we also do funding, and funding is the sexy part, right? We're able to get people $100 to $300,000 even of funding at 0% interest, so that you can change your life and basically invest that money to create an infinite return. But the one thing that we are reaching out today, if you are out there in the world and you have a business, we really want to work with you. We really are looking for business partners, right? So if you have a business, like a high ticket business, and your clients can't seem to afford the services, reach out to us and we'll get them funded. I hope that makes sense. So it's like if you're selling e-commerce or coaching or any of those sort of products and your clients want to work with you, but they can't afford your services, you can send them to us. We'll fix their credit. We'll get them funded. We'll send them back to you so that they can buy your program. This helps us, but it also helps you because you can increase your price. Right now, a lot of people are probably charging too little for what they're worth, and we're able to get their clients access to the funds, right? So we're really looking for business partners like that. So if you're out there and you've got some customers that want to work with you, but they can't afford your services, send them our way. And we'll send them back to you and we can create a nice little partnership. We're all about just basically helping everybody. Um, I'm trying to think. Anything big happened this week, Gino, that we should bring up and just kind of break down?
Um, well, yeah. I mean, we're at the point where we're realizing that we can fix people's credit, or at least boost their credit really quick. With
Yeah, within like 72 hours or 24 hours. Yeah, I just
72.
did that today. That was pretty epic.
Removing. Shit, I need you to remove my inquiries.
Yeah,
Yeah, at
you're
that point.
next, bro.
But yeah, basically we got to go ahead and make a difference right away, and that the fastest we've ever done it before is now done and proven by Robert. Within 72 hours, we'll get your credit your inquiries removed, and then that's the credit repair services that we offer. So I recommend everybody jump on that. The price is a steal. If you haven't looked at it, definitely we'll put the link below for everybody to apply for that. And then on top of that, if you are not ready to get funded or you're not fundable, join our coaching program and learn about credit while you get your credit fixed. And that way you can actually start seeing the incremental changes in your financial world, and then from there you can actually get access to that $100,000 to $200,000 that we keep talking about. So everybody wants the bag, but they're not willing to put the work in. So now you got to put the work in, and that starts with getting your credit fixed.
Yeah. And what's crazy is like, we run a ridiculous amount of ads. So there's a lot of people that are skeptical, right? But the beautiful thing about this business, it doesn't matter if there's a recession, doesn't matter if some of these stupid banks are going under because they were over leveraged. If your credit is good enough to basically, you're going to get approved for these credit cards. It's a guaranteed system. These banks make money on the credit cards, right? They that's how they do this. Like the reason the banks give people money is because of interest. They're able to raise their interest, and they're basically trying to give you money and make money off of your money. But for people like us who are investors who know how to use the system, getting access to $100,000, $300,000 of other people's money, that's the holy grail. Never spend your own money. That's what Gino always tells me. Never spend your own money. Use other people's money to make you money.
Yes, exactly. You want to maximize your leverage. So leverage large, but leverage smart. So
Yeah.
don't just leverage your personal credit. Learn to create multiple streams of income and leverage businesses. But in order to get to that point, everybody talks about getting access to other people's money. They don't really tell you how, right? So that's
Yeah.
what we have, we give out all the value, in this channel and everywhere else. Besides, if you're not in our program, we give it to you for free here. So, the main thing is you need to get your credit fixed. And then once you have your credit, in a state of fundable, for banks, then they're able to actually look at your file and say, okay, this individual has the right credibility, and he has the right history, the credit age, the credit mix, the inquiries are not, he hasn't been looking for credit for for a long time. He's also, he has low utilization. The 5 factors that we keep talking about, credit factors. We hit all 5 factors in our program, and we'll get your credit to the point where the banks cannot deny you. It's like you're undeniable. And then once you're undeniable, they want to give you the money because they don't make money. Banks are your friends; they're not your enemy. So people the bank charged me this, the bank. No, the banks are your partners. They are your business partners. They are the ones that are going to take you from a 9 to 5 to an entrepreneur, business owner, you name it, right? You want to start a business? Well, guess what? It's really hard if you're trying to save up money while you're working to get into a business. We all know it's harder to save up 50,000 than to get access to 50,000. And that's the key here is that getting access to money requires you to have a good credibility. So if you haven't made that decision to become credible and change your future, then you're never going to get those lines of credit. You're never going to get access to those business lines of credit that everybody wants and needs. And it's a reality that yes, this is possible. This is something that we do every day. This is something that I personally get every day, offers every day to get access to money. I didn't even ask for people. I get my call, my phone is off the hook. I don't know what to do at this point. I get people calling me to give me money every day. Like, I'm just like, wow, I don't even, and I'm in the business of funding other people. So look, it's ringing. This is happening, right? I can't lie. I can't fake this, right? So it's like, this is a spam call, like at the end of the day, like, you're going to get calls all the time. You will be in the position of power where you are no longer looking to get funded, but you will be the one that people are trying to fund, and they want to give you money. So you become that person that, oh, okay, well, I don't want to work with you. I'm down to work with you. Your rates are not good. I'm going to turn around and go over there because his rates are better. So you now are able to negotiate rates and terms, and as a business owner, instead of being the one that's like, oh, please give me some money because I want to start a business. No, that's not what happens. You have to be the how do I say it, Robert? Why don't you talk to that?
You have to be the one who's fundable, right? Well, the thing is like there's 30,000 different banks in America, right? And they're all fighting for your business, essentially, right? And then there's all these little partners and little stupid loan companies that break off of them and give you opportunities. And then there's whole new things of banking nowadays. Like there's all these like crypto banking and all these credit builder stuff, and stuff like that. But you'll get to the point where Gino's at, where he's accumulated so much debt with real estate that he can't lose anymore. So the banks see that, and they're basically like, he's able to manage this much debt. Yeah. Let's see if we can give him some more. Let's see if we can make some more money off him, or just give him a chunk.
If I give you $5 and then I tell you, hey, pay me back that $5 in a week, and if you don't pay me back my $5 in a week, I'm not going to give you $5 anymore. I might get. You might come back asking me, please give me $1. I'll take $1. Well, I'm like, all right, well, he didn't give me my $5 back. Why am I going to give him $1? Well, why don't you pay me back, something, then we'll talk, right? But at the end of the day, like it comes back to keeping your, your authenticity and your integrity in business. You have to be, in your integrity and your credibility are like tied. If you're a person that keeps their word and says what they're going to do, they're going to grow with that specific bank, and they're going to grow a relationship. And if you don't say what you're going to do, then of course you're going to put yourself into a black hole that you're never going to get out. Once you get into that black hole, you're going to be like, oh, please get me out. But there is hope, there is light, there is a glimpse of light that you have. And if whatever credit situation you're in, you have to change your environment to start making those specific changes. So I learned from, from Grant Cardone this weekend alone. I just did I'm studying every day. So every day I'm looking at what can I do to make my business and my businesses better and more credible and more driven. What can I do? How can I grow my empire in a position where everything is at a position to grow rather than condense, right? We're all about expansion, right? This is like expansion. So now the more I'm expanding, I'm just like pushing everybody out of the way, because if you're not going to be the one to make it happen, I will. So at the end of the day, like these customers and people that are skeptical about whether or not they want to make a difference in their life, well, you know what? You're always going to be left behind. And I'm sorry to say that, but that's what it comes down to. You have to make that difference. You have to take the action. One business partner, one group coaching program, or one thing will change your life. You just have to make that one thing a reality. Now, if you are out there hoping for that to happen, go ahead and keep dreaming. But if you really want to take action, you take the right action and make that happen. But there's three things that I learned. First thing is you got to show up. If you don't show up, you're never going to make a difference in your life. Second thing is you have to be present. You have to be available. You have to want to make a difference in the present time. Like right now, I'm telling you guys, I'm feeding you guys information. I am giving you guys energy to change it in your life right now. The third thing is you have to be willing to give. So we're giving you guys everything. We want to give you guys everything. We have no reason to hold anything back. You just have to, be willing to take. We don't want anything from you. We just want to help you change those things in your life. So that way, later on, when you are, get your credit fixed, when you get access to that $50,000 to $100,000, you will thank us. You will thank us. And then at that point, it's not about, me asking you for, hey, can you pay me for my services? You're going to want to pay me for my services. I'm going to make that difference in your life. So that's what it comes down to. It's not about, we are here in business trying to make money. We're going to make money regardless of whether you join our program or not. You have to be the person that wants to make a difference in your life. And then if you do that for yourself and your family, that will be the legacy that you leave behind. So what do you want to do while you're alive? Do you want to leave a legacy while you're here, or you want to just like, breathe air and eventually don't even exist? So you choose what you want to do. Now I'm not in the business of, not making any difference, right? I wouldn't be creating this company. I wouldn't be running multiple businesses. I wouldn't be doing everything I'm doing if I didn't want to make a difference in my family's life. Now I'm saying my family is still growing, but you know what? I'm here coming back and saying I'm giving back. This is me giving back. So you guys have to realize that if you want a difference in your own personal future, you have to make that change in yourself and take action. And that's what Robert is kind of saying. Being skeptical, fine. Keep staying skeptical. But we have people in our program that already see the value, that already making a difference, seeing their changes and getting access to money that they didn't have. And now look, they're going to come back and thank us and tell their friends, and then we're going to get clients regardless. So we want you to be that person that we will be partnered with. We want you to be the person that brings us clients. We offer referral fees. If you bring us clients, we'll give you a referral fee. We're all about partnering up with people and businesses, and that's the next level. So we're helping clients, but now we're going to be helping businesses even more, and that's the biggest shift and gains in our business. So I want everybody to know that. So regardless of whether you join our program or not, we're still going to make money. So whether you change your life, that's up to you.
Right. I mean, we literally saw a lady on her way to getting $300,000 approved. You know what I mean? In less than 4 days. Like, if you want to change your life and then some, like, this is a crazy opportunity that we have. The fact that this is even real, sure, you don't know it, you're not educated, but you need to get educated on this stuff so that you can see the light, so you can see the potential of what this could mean for you, your family, I mean, your grandkids, like whatever it's going to be. This opportunity is here. It's working. This window is open to just about anybody out there who wants to take advantage of it. You know what I mean? So the main thing is that you need to want to take your life. You need to want to work with us. And it's not going to be like overnight success. I mean, if you're fundable right now, then yeah, it will be. It'll be like 7 to 14 days. But a lot of people have just screwed up a lot on their credit. You know, I'm one of them. I have, you know, I had a bankruptcy way back in the day, and I've been fighting all this time just to get my credit up and up and up. And it's a struggle. But once you finally get there and you finally see the light, there's so many opportunities. There's so many banks that want to work with you. And especially now and again, it's like nowadays we have this window where all these old banks aren't quite up to speed, and you can apply to multiple banks and get approved for multiple lines of credit, multiple loans all at the same time. You can get as much money as possible, and then the door closes again. And then you got to go back to growing your business or starting your real estate ventures. But the fact that there is this opportunity, there's this little tiny window that we can help you get as much money as you need. I mean, and a lot of people don't even need $100,000. Maybe even $50,000 would change these people's lives, right? And I was talking to a guy just like 30 minutes ago. He's in Alabama. If you have $50,000 and you know how to do creative real estate in Alabama, you can probably get like 5 houses. Like, no joke, like $10,000 each. You pay them to sign the mortgage over. You start renting it over. Like, the whole world could open up to you. And you know, it's not all about money, but you also need, I mean, it is about money right nowadays. It's like the economy is fucked up. People need new opportunities. And if you can figure out, get your head together to join our program and get access to money while everybody else is going broke, that's when real money comes in. That's when real opportunities are going to open up to you. You know,
Yeah,
that's the truth.
That's the fact. And that's, you know, you're speaking the truth. And at the end of the day, I feel like, you have to have that internal, your spirit has to come out and make that choice. You know, it's like,
yeah,
physically you're here, but, financially you're not.
Right.
And if you are, then, good for you. Let's go get you more money. Right. If you're credible and you got fun and your credit is, at 750 or 680 and above, right? We can accept anybody from 680 above. You are fundable. Then we can get you in the program, get you funded within 2 weeks. Like that's a no brainer. Now, if you're not fundable, you have to start somewhere, right? We have an in-house credit service that we offer, just to help people that are getting, that want to get to that next level. We want to help everybody, so we want to let people come in. We don't have to do that, but we're doing it because we want to make a difference, right? So, and giving back, that's part of giving back. We're making it as cheap as possible. Anybody that. If you are
people are getting their taxes back, they need to get in this bad boy.
Put some skin in the game. Show us that you're serious. We need some skin in the game. We can't just give this for free. Otherwise, everybody knows. If you guys listen to the most important people in the world, like Robert Kiyosaki, Grant Cardone, you talking about any of them, Gary Vee. If you don't, it's either time or money. If you want to wait, you can wait. You can wait 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. And then maybe you'll fix your credit. Maybe you'll get your stuff together. maybe you'll buy that house. Or you can spend a little bit of money and invest in yourself in your own personal financial credit report, right? You all went to school. You guys probably got A's, B's, C's, right? That's your credit report in the financial realm, right? In the school realm. And then credit report is no different. Your report reports to the banks, and the banks pull your credit to determine whether you are someone that is credible. And if you did not pass those grades and did not keep your word, and you did not, meet your obligations, then you are not credible, and you need to go back and ask for a secondary option and be able to do that. Before, if we could not clean people's credit, we would not be able to do this. If we cannot help people, then we will not be able to do this. There is people that are out there getting their credit report. They're coming back from bankruptcies that you just heard. They're coming back from liens. They're coming back from they foreclosed their homes. They lost their cars. They didn't pay for their credit cards. All that stuff can be it's either settled if you have a debt that's left over. We do not, we're not financial advisors. We are here to guide you and give you the right, information in order for you to make those differences that will help you, including, settling your debt, right? Including cleaning your credit. That way, the banks don't look at you as like some scary person that they don't want to talk to. It's like when they see you, it's like, how are you coming with a suit and a tie? Or are you coming out like you're wearing a homeless shirt and you're like trying to get some money, right? So where do you want to be, right? So if you come in someone that has, well, how credible are you going to be if you were to go to the bank looking like you're someone off the street? They'll look at you and they'll automatically categorize you. They're stereotypical. But this, there's in financial realm that there's no discrimination, but there is, right? And the discrimination is on your directly related to your actions. Your actions, you've made yourself, basically not someone that they want to work with. So you did that to yourself. Now it's time for you to go back. If you have a second chance at your finances, wouldn't you take that opportunity? Wouldn't you make that change? Of course, I would, and I've done it, and I have been in situations where I've had to come back. And every millionaire has gone through a bankruptcy or close to it, which I was very close to it. But I learned to get out of it, and I learned the credit game, and I became even more proficient in it as I grow. But besides doing real estate, you have to start growing initially, and you have to do it by your own. Your own spirit has to make that change, and that's what it comes down to for me. I had to, visualize the future, visualize a good future. Don't be negative, be positive, right? Know that there is an option there, know that there's people out there that want to help. And we are as legit as you can be. I mean, we're going live for you guys. We're going, we have a continuous marketing. We're helping people that are out there. We're going to continue to do that. But those of us that are coming into our community that they want the free knowledge. Well, here it is. We can give you knowledge. Like, first you need to get your credit fixed. Then you got to get, if your credit is not ready to go, you got to get some trade lines. Get some trade lines to make your credit look good. Get the credit up to par. That way, the banks will be willing to lend you some money, and then go out and apply for banks. Now, you can go apply for banks, but you may not get maximum funding because you need to understand the banking system and how the banks work. They don't just because you apply today and then you go try applying to another bank tomorrow doesn't mean you're going to get approved again. You need to do it strategically. It's a very strategic strategy that's very important because the banks don't want to give you $50,000 to $100,000. You may only be qualified for 25, but we can get you that 100, and that's the difference. The difference is don't settle for 25, right? Don't settle for less. If your credit is there and you have you're really close to it, you can. If people are giving you, let's say 25 to 30,000, don't accept it, right? Come talk to us. Let us get that. Let's 10x that. Let's at least 5x it, right? Let's 2x it at least. Get you 60, get you 90. That's what matters, right? That everybody says, oh, you know what? I only need 30,000. I only need 30,000. But no, you don't only need 30,000. When pandemic hits or you lose your job and you need to pay the bills, you got to feed your kids, you got a mortgage to pay for, and you need a little bit of time to get yourself back on your feet. What are you going to do? If you don't have the money in the bank, what are you going to do? Right? You need to make that choice now, and you need to access money, 30, 40, 50, 60, $100,000 that you didn't have. That way you can lean on it while you're going through your hardship. If that happens, and I'm telling you, it's going to happen. If it hasn't happened in your life yet, it's going to happen. Okay, so it's going to happen. You want to be like basically set for it. You want to be prepared for it. You want that emergency fund, and that emergency fund really comes down to having a good line of credit, either personal or business, and having multiple cards that you keep relationships with, and you are able to leverage them when you're in a good position. Now, when you're not in a good position, you can still leverage them and help yourself. You don't want, and at the end of the day, use that opportunity to grow instead of becoming, condensing and expand, right? Grow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's crazy. People need to also know, like, you get this money and you put it into another asset or a vehicle. That vehicle is going to make you 1,000x, way more than you ever could have. But you need that fuel to get started. So that's what this is. This is to scale your business, start your business, do some sort of investing, and change your life for the better. I think that's pretty much what it's all about.
Truly, and it's besides just the fuel, you just need to have. You always need. People say you need more. You need money all the time. Yes, you do, but you also need. You need to have access to money too. Like, it's going to take you. I want everybody. If you're online listening to this, how long is it going to take you to save up 50,000? How long,
Right.
right? People make what, I don't know, 10, 15, $20 an hour, and that's like regular day job. You have a career, maybe you're making $40, maybe you're making $80. Okay. Like I was making $80. $80 now to me is a joke. It's like, how do you make $80 an hour? Like, people can't even, eggs are like $10. You're gonna work an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours to buy, like, a box of eggs, and grocery. Your entire paycheck, like, will go away basically in like like in a week. You know, you go shopping, you get some food, whatever. If you really want to eat healthy, it's not, you're not going to eat healthy, right? Your everything matters on, if you have money, you're supposed to live better, right? But if you don't have money, you settle for less because you can't afford it. So, use the money not only to, to take a loan and feed yourself or your family, but take that money and invest it into something that, that you want to do. Or we will show you things that we already have proven, and multiple streams of income that we've already, verified, and we know that these businesses can grow, and you will make, like Robert said, $2,000 to $5,000 to $6,000 a month. An extra, what an extra $1,000, 2,000, 3,000 help you every month, right? Extra
Right.
money that you could invest and have that same money that you invested pay the original loan back. So it's considered, a continuous, feedback loop. So it's like you're not coming out of pocket to pay for the money that you're making. You're going to pay off the debt, and after you pay off the debt, it's game over. It's all profit after that. So that's why we go into real estate. That's why we go into car rentals. That's why we go into stocks or crypto. That's why we go into marketing, media. That's why we're gonna have a podcast. That's why we're gonna have publishing. We're gonna write. We're gonna be selling books. That's why we're gonna do events, because at the end of the day, the return will pay itself. That's
Right.
called infinite banking, and infinite loop, right? Infinite, return on your investment, because you no longer have any skin in the game, and that is pure profit. And it takes a real estate property here in California 3 to 4 years for me to make an infinite return on my investment. In Louisiana or anywhere else, maybe you get it back in like a year. Like, I don't know. All I know is it sounds like it's a lot cheaper out in other places to invest, right? And I'm sure the cash flow isn't that much different, right? So even if you make enough money off the property, as long as you make a profit, you're going to be able to pay yourself, pay the loan off, and you'll be able to own the property and cash flow without having to do anything.
Right.
And you didn't even use any of your own money. So this is what everybody's dream is. But in order to get there, you have to start with your credit report, your credit score.
Yep. And we'll sit down with you. We'll look at your credit. And we'll go over everything. We'll make a plan that's realistic and has, deadlines. And we'll work with you until we get you that funding. So I think that's all we're going to do today, Gino. I think this
Sounds
was
good.
pretty powerful, though. I hope everybody enjoyed
Yeah.
it. If you guys like it out there, be sure to leave us a comment, shoot it, share. If you're looking to join us as well, we're looking to hire some salespeople as well as some finance CSMs. So just shoot me or Gino a message that you're interested. And let's get this ball rolling, man. We're happy to help everybody out there make some bread. We're going to basically keep doing this and keep moving forward. So we'll talk to you in the next one. Peace out, everybody.